shall we take a trip down memory lane where Spaffer spouted this fantasy and let's just say it's aged a little bit like milk.
We can take back control of our immigration system.
And found the previous government were running an open borders experiment. As the ONS sets out, nearly 1 million people came to Britain in the year ending June 2023. That is 4 times the migration levels compared with 2019. Because a failure on this scale isn't just bad luck, it isn't a global trend or taking your eye off the ball. No, this is a different order of failure. This happened by design, not accident. Policies were reformed deliberately to liberalise immigration. Brexit was used for that purpose, to turn Britain into a one-nation experiment in open borders. Global Britain. Remember that slogan? That is what they meant. A policy with no support, and which they then pretended wasn't happening.
Yes, exactly. Well, but extremists, you knew what you were voting for, didn't you? Yes. This is the Brexit you voted for. Yes, apparently the ONS says that 1 million people arrived in the ending of June 2023, 4 times migration levels compared with 2019, and any rational person seeing this will know that Brexit has been the massive failure. When you were born with a plummy accent and taught how to debate and say the biggest load of piffle in a posh accent and sound confident, you just talk utter drivel, don't you?
Someone who was a strong proponent of Brexit, that the figures for net migration were lower pre-Brexit than post-Brexit.
Well, hold on, they were completely wrong pre-Brexit. So,
are you disputing that they were lower?
Well, the figures, let me just explain. The pre-Brexit figures, it was thought that about 2 million people would register as a right to stay here post-Brexit. The figure was over 5 million when it was finally created. So for years, the ONS was giving us wrong figures on the people coming from the European Union. So yes, I do dispute that they were low beforehand because they were simply wrong. There were an extra 3 million plus people who had come in who no one was recording. So we then introduced a system that initially, of course, we had COVID, so small numbers came in. Immediately after COVID, there was this economic concern about destruction of labour in the domestic market, and it simply got wildly out of control.
Yes. The one thing you can say about that private education, you can just say any ridiculous wank pish and do it with confidence, don't you? See, the thing is what fucks me off more than anything else is the fact that why is he there? Why is the British Broadcasting for the Conservative Party wasting licence fee money on this complete charlatan and a complete waste of oxygen, really? Also, as you can tell, you looked at the audience, they were sat there thinking, for me, the same thing. Why is this clown from GBB's now thinks he's the posh version of Ozzy Osbourne with his reality TV show? Why are they giving him any airtime? Yes, when people who know more than he does and show what a disaster his government he worked for was, instead of eating some humble pie and apologising, he discredits their work and tells a pack of lies, doesn't he, with no shame, and then just throws the ONS under the bus. And for me, the BBC should be ashamed of themselves for giving clowns like this, fuckwit and other fuckwits like Toad of Turd Hall, who, yes, he gets an airing later on, doesn't he? And Spaffer Johnson on Have I Got News For You. But anyway, what do you guys think? I know what I mean. Yeah, he promoted us low food prices from day one. Yes, didn't he just? And like most Tories, he will accept no responsibility. And as far as he's concerned, he'll always be all right, Jack. I bet his nanny's from the EU and he's on minimum wage. You bet your bottom dollar, yummy ref. You can, yeah. Farage was on again last night. Didn't watch, but saw a fight with Campbell. Oh, yes, I saw that little bit. You've seen him on his GBBs. Well, let's put it this way. If I said some of the nonsense that he spouts in my Yorkshire accent, they would cart me off to the funny farm and think I'm off my trolley. Because he says it in quite a posh accent, and a low tone and a very posh and plebby accent. He gets away with it, doesn't he? Because they think, oh, well, he went to Eton and he talks posh, so he must be super intelligent. He was born, I would say born on third base, but his family probably bought the stadium where the third base is, so he didn't even have to bother starting there, did he? And have a wonderful weekend as well. Exactly, wake up and smell the rosemaries. That's right, you could talk shite in a posh, twatty accent and get away with it. Yeah, absolutely. Spot on.